I'm in the Warrior, luxury four-wheel drive for my Mungo Deluxe Eco Tour with Mick and Joe McCulkin from Tri-State Safaris in Broken Hill.
And over the next couple of days, we're just going to see so much wildlife. There'll be emus, kangaroos. There's an explosion in the number of birds that we're seeing. Budgies, cockatiels, all the different parrots. It's just an amazing season.
Some really big rain events have brought colour and so much life to this part of the New South Wales outback. And you'll see flocks of it at our first stop in Wentworth, where Australia's longest river, the Darling, meets the mighty Murray.
No, it's not only is it the longest river in Australia, but the Murray-Darling Basin, the catchment area, is the 4th largest catchment area in the world. So really significant.
As you can see, where there's a mass of water like this, there are masses of birds. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Next stop is Perry Sandhills, just out of Wentworth. They're a real surprise feature on the landscape, but nothing new. They've been on the move round here for thousands of years.
It dates back, about 40,000 years.
Yep.
So it's a pretty ancient area, and it gives us a bit of a geological idea of, or record, if you like, of what happened in this area all those years ago after one of our last huge ice ages.
I wonder if they did this 40,000 years ago. 3, 2, 1. Yo! Hey! Whoa! Look out, Mickey! When you get to our age, you go once. That's it. Once.
Come on, let's go again.
All right, one more. Just one more. Avoca Homestead's our digs for the first night of the tour. It was head station in the 1870s, but these beautiful buildings aren't the oldest thing on the property. Check out the 500-year-old gum tree on the banks of the Darling. And there's one thing that I wish, that it could talk, because wouldn't it have some insane stories? Look at the size of the thing. I'm sitting on one of its branches. And out front, a crying tree, which is really special. When the men died, the women carved out these bigger burls here. When the women died, the smaller burls here. And if a child died, they carved out these little burls. They don't know where it came from, how old it is. It's a really, really significant piece of Aboriginal lore. This is amazing stuff. Bed for the night's in one of the 3 huge homestead rooms. And it's almost as quiet as the desert in the morning. Nobody say a word. See, I don't get that quietness back in Maroubra. Mick and Joe have brought me to Mungo National Park, part of the Willandra Lakes World Heritage Area. And these formations are called the Walls of China. Apart from their beauty, this is one of the most important places in Australia, well, I'll say the world, to study the environment of the past and the people who lived here.
Well, this place here, Mungo, is just full of mysteries. And one of the mysteries that we have found out here has been human trackways that have been dated between 23 and 19,000.
Under the dunes lies a mud pan that's a time capsule of stories from the past. These are casts of the first footprints found here, men and women who walked this land 20,000 years ago. Our second night's accommodation is just up the road at Mungo Lodge. You get your own 4-star cabin with a balcony overlooking the bush. Absolutely beautiful. And if you're thinking a delicious French dinner would top off the day, well, you got it. Chicken, roasted barramundi, or lamb shanks. A la Francais.
Voilà, crème brûlée.
Merci, merci.
Voilà, chocolate russe.
Shanks, mate. She's sweet, mate. And tomorrow's going to be delicious too. Lunch at Trentham Estate on the Murray at Mildura. Some Mildura sightseeing and some more of this. All the way back to Broken Hill. Now, back to dessert in the desert. And this place is managed by a French couple, Jacques and Catherine, and they make beautiful French desserts, which is pretty weird because I'm in the middle of the desert in outback New South Wales. Well, as you know, I have my desserts first. This is double dessert first. What do you guys have? Get out and experience the amazing outback of New South Wales with Mick and Joe of Tri-State Safaris. The 3-day Mungo Deluxe Eco Tour is $1,345 per person twin share and worth every cent. Give them a call on 08 8088 2389.